Couple things. Today we are doing a beginner intermediate plyometric session, so we're building off of a couple of weeks ago. So today specifically we're doing more single leg plyometric work, not jumping off or onto a box yet. So because we are doing plyometrics still, we're going to be rep based, so we're staying within the 8 to 15 repetition range, again depending on the particular exercise. So in regards to sets, if you can go through this twice, fantastic. I may go through this once today just to show you how to do it, but just repeat it and do it again. I'll explain what we're doing, why we're doing it, how it benefits you, etc., etc. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start our timer. We're going to do a not quick, but we're going to do a thorough, here's the word I'm looking for, dynamic warm-up beforehand. So let's go ahead and get this started. Timer is starting. All right, so go ahead and go wide feet. We're going to reach down and let's just swing side to side. We're working on those hamstrings. We're hinging. First of all, so my butt is going backwards while I'm doing this. Let's get a little bit bigger. Go slow if you need to, don't force it. All right, let's go all the way around. Stretch those lats, stomach, hamstrings. We're going counter, or I guess we're going clockwise technically. I don't know what it shows. It shows me counterclockwise on the camera, so it shows backwards, but do what you want. How about that? All right, stop there, and then let's go all the way back. You're gonna hear some popping, that's perfectly okay. Remember to breathe while we're doing this. Last one. Good. Let's do it a couple times with our arms. It feels pretty good with my shoulders. Good. All right. Let's go down into a child's pose. Nice wide knees. Bringing hands out. Just moving one shoulder down to the floor and then the other. Going back up. Good. Coming forward and then back down. And again, bringing one armpit down to the other. Coming forward. If this doesn't feel good in your knees, it's perfectly okay to use a foam pad or something else along that sort. It's okay, a little cat-cow action. Shoulder width apart. Inhale. Exhale. Good, you're gonna reach down. Add some rotation in that thoracic spine. I'm just gonna do one more because I'm more concerned with lower extremity and warming that up than I am with our upper extremity, but it is good to keep it all warm in general. So, all right, go ahead and sit back. Left leg out. We're sitting back, working on those adductors and glutes, coming forwards. Again, work on the hip flexor as well. What is this? Get that out of the way. It looks like a feather. Good. Other leg, right leg out this time. If one feels more comfortable than the other, perfectly normal. Nothing wrong with that. If you want to stand up, you can do that as well. Good, let's go ahead and bring, since that right leg is out, bring it forward. Working on that left hip flexor, and then drop back. Left hip flexor, right hamstring. Left hip flexor, right hamstring. And a little rotation. If I had a little crack in my back, it felt pretty good. Let's do one more. What's the clock say? I don't think I can read it. Oh, yeah, we're good. right hand, or hip flexor this time, left hamstring, and some rotation, boom, and forward, back, forward, back. Was I doing it this way? Nope, I think I was doing it the right way. Do a couple more. Last one. Good. Little yogi squat action. One knee down, push one away. My hip flexor, I've been doing the shred program. Last night I was doing those leg lifts, and then my hip flexors were so sore, which means I wasn't doing them correctly. I mean, I felt it in my core, but I'm not used to, and it might be my adductor actually. Now that I think about it, I'm just trying to feel like where that tweak is, so it might be more of my adductor actually, which is, I would say, is more common. This actually feels really good, so I'm thinking it's more adductor than hip flexor. Good. See if you can sit down in that yogi position. Ooh, heels down. Woo! My back is still a little arched, so I'm working on that. Not bad. It definitely doesn't look comfortable though on the screen. All right. We're gonna get started here in just a second. Get that glute activated, firing. On that extension, I want you to fire that glute. Don't just let momentum do the work. If you need to hold on to something, hold on to something. I don't know if you saw this little leg roller in the back. That's a new toy. Good. Activating that glute, getting it firing. Before we start any plyometric, I want to make sure that we're not just relying on tissues. We're relying on the contraction and the energy in those tissues. So, okay, shake it out. One more swimmer stretch. First thing we're going to start with, 90-degree single leg turns. We're doing these on both sides. For these, let's stick with around 8 repetitions. We don't need a lot. Okay, so 90 degrees, just like this, okay? But this is gonna be a quality, not quantity movement, okay? So let's start right side first. Look up at the clock. We're about almost 7 minutes in. So I want you to go for height, not necessarily speed or repetition. All right, say hello to Duders. Hi, buddy. Okay, so right side first, so shift that weight on that right side. So remember, we're dropping down, jumping up, and turning with a nice soft landing. Good, and you can go back, that'll be number 2. Got your balance? I want your landing to be soft and controlled. If I'm all over here, that's not what I'm looking for. That means you need to jump a little bit less high. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. There's right side. Left side's gonna be a little bit less height for me, and you'll see because of previous injuries. All right, so any way, any direction, 90 degrees. Good. Four, 5, 6, 7. So you notice I was using my right foot to tap just for that slight balance component. Perfectly okay. It's what I'm capable of right now before I'm really, really warm. So no problem. All right, speed. This one we're doing for, let's go for 15 on this one. Find a line, and we're doing quick reactive speed jumps for a total of 15 or 16 if you need to, just to make it even. So it's not simply, this one's for, so there and back is 1, okay? I'm gonna go left side first this time. This is my weaker side. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, here we go. Right side, you need to catch your breath, catch your breath. Otherwise in 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, so one aspect, and we've talked about this before, to being able to jump, land well with power is there is that component within the tissues, specifically this tendons, where the force is created. So there's a stiffness and elasticity. And in some forms of training, you may land stiff in a controlled manner or something along that line, where you're training those tendons to create that power, kind of like a tight rubber band. You pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. As soon as you let go, all that force is released. So it's a similar concept. In this case, we're kind of going more for that component. So next one, doing forward triple jumps. This one you can go for distance if you want. We're going 8 again. So I'm limited on space, so I'll do my best to control it, but I might have to reduce my distance ever so slightly because I don't have the amount of space that I want. So we're gonna go right side first, times 8 in 3, 2, 1. Okay, there's 1. So this one I'm only doing 2, so I can go shorter this time if I want 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. You notice I'm landing on my forefoot. I'm not stiff or making those loud noises. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. Now let's go for a little bit more for height. There's 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. So what's the point to all this? Forefoot soft landing. So we have our posterior muscles back here, gastroc soleus, all the good stuff in there, controlling that landing, as well as the quad. My knee is not collapsing. Not a huge issue at the moment, but that can create issues in the future, potentially. There's no scientific proof behind that. Some people may just naturally collapse. We're really trying to control that landing so it's nice and strong, soft, the energy's building up, build up, and then exploding again. All right, left side this time. In the 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Good, there's 1. 1, 2, 3. 2. 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 4. 5. 6. 2 more. 7. And 8. Good job. Let's take a short break, get some water. Again, it doesn't take much. We don't need to keep these reps at 15, 20, 25. Plyometrics require a lot from our system, but it's also a lot on our bones, stress on our tissues, ligaments, tendons, so we want to make sure that we're easing into these. I'm sure that was a nice sound. Whew. Okay, this time we're going triple jump lateral. All right, so same concept, but we're going side to side. So I can go right first, then I can go left. So laterally, medially, times 8. Here we go. Same concept. Now we're moving to the side. All right, so the other benefit to this is awareness in the air, especially on a snowboard, we're moving lateral side to side. Even if you are skiing, you still have some of that component. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's 3. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 5. 6. 1, 2, 7. Last one. Good. So one thing I want you to focus on with these, my shoulders stay forward the entire time. I'm not turning to make that jump, to get that distance. My shoulders and hips stay square. All right, here we go. Left side, lateral. In 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, good. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good, that's 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. 4. 1, 2, 3. 5. 1, 2, 3. Good. 6. 1, 2, 3. And last one. 1, 2, 3. So I know what I need to work on. That lateral for me on the left side was weak. I felt it. Look at the difference here on my right side. Good. Left side. Good. So, what is that? That could be my hips. That could be quad strength. That could be stability around my ankle, or all of the above. But gives me good information on where my weaknesses lie, what I need to work on. So, next one, 8 repetitions, double leg to single leg landing, all right? For height. Okay, we're gonna go right leg first, since we just ended on the left. Double leg up, controlled landing on the right. All right, here we go. 8, 3, 2, 1. There's 1, 2. Good, if you want to touch the ground, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. One thing to focus on here, I'm not priming that right side before I make the double jump. So a lot of people, you'll see them get ready, they'll shift over to that right side, jump, so their weight is already over. They've already adjusted their center of mass over that base of support. Whereas, I want you to start here, up, then you make that adjustment, just like you would in the air, on terrain, etc., etc. Next one, okay, here we go. Left side, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice job. Cruising. We've got 2 left. All right. Now we're doing reaction-based jumps for height. All right, so what does that mean? It means we react internally. We can have an external reaction, but since we're only by ourselves, I'm by myself, I don't have someone to tell me, go, or to show me a light or whatever. You can do that. It's a great exercise. But in this case, we're gonna start on a single leg. When you're ready, you're gonna drop down as fast as you can and then jump up for height. You can choose to land again on a single or a double leg. In this case, I'm gonna show you double. I might mix it up though. All right, so right side first, and I'll show you what this looks like. We're doing 8 on each side. All right. So I did that one wrong because I started on both. That's 3. So we're getting that brain to react as fast as we can. It's 4, 5, all the dust to settle, so to speak. 6, 7, last one. 8. All right. Before I move on to the left, I'm gonna get some water. All right, here we go. Left side, same thing. Land single or double, depending on how you feel, how comfortable you feel. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one. Good. All right, last one. Zigzags, single leg zigzags. So now we're moving at angles. We're cutting just like you would if I were to move heel side, toe side, go down a mountain. I need to be able to make those fast reactions on my heels or my toes. So in this case, we have our hips controlling. We're making that power, all that force is going through that lower extremity, but we're moving at a diagonal this time rather than forward in a pure lateral forward or backward direction, okay? So we can do this a couple ways. I can go right leg only, so boom, 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 in a zigzag manner, or I can go kind of skater fashion. So it's totally up to you, whatever you feel like. Regardless, we're doing 8 each side, okay? So I'll do a couple. Let's do 4. Let's start with the right side again. Let's do 4, only right side. Let's do 4, both feet. Okay, here we go. In 3, I'm gonna move my box here. 3, 2, 1. Good. There's 1. Good, so one thing I want you, before we move on, notice how my foot collapsed, I overpronated. It's partially because of my shoes, but it's also because I got lazy and I'm getting, my feet or my legs are getting fatigued. So really focus on that powerful supination, coming off of the forefoot, really driving into extension as you come up. Here we go, that's 2. Good. 3. Good, let's do both feet this time. And again. 2 more. Last one. Good. Take a little break. We're gonna do left side, same concept. So left leg only 4 times, both legs 4 times. We're cruising, we're almost done here. All right, let's start with this side. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. Good, that's 1. 2. 3, last one. Good, 4 more, here we go. Good, and again. 2 more. Last one, finish strong. Woo! That's a wrap. And to fix my mat. Good job. Okay, that's it for today. Highly encourage you to do 1 more set of those, but hopefully my explanations were thorough. You can understand how they apply and what you should be looking out for. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all next week.